the Bash Pro Active H Pattern Shifter. Now you might be familiar with that name, you might not be. If you are, then you know what I'm going to be talking about next. If you're not, then this will be quite an eye-opener. Now this is a particularly special type of H pattern shifter for sim racing. It has an active lockout, so if you don't disengage your clutch, it won't let you shift. And if I show you the bottom here, you get an idea of how this works. It does come with this mounting plate here, but to demonstrate this, I'm not mounting it yet. This is literally out of the box, guys, so I've only spent a few minutes just getting my head around the features here. But if I just show you this, you can see there's two lots of teeth here. So the gear gates essentially, right? So you can see the top one here, and below there the smaller ones. Now if I just engage a shift, take a look at this. You see it moves to the side, and that's how it prevents the shifting. So, or enables the shifting by locking it out using those extra teeth or the extra gates below that. It moves out of the way when it needs to, and it stays in place when it needs to. So that's how it works. You install a SimHub plugin, so you do need to use SimHub, and it will sync with the game, and that's how it works. Now it also has a sequential mode. So you see the little screen on here, you can go between 3 different modes, so Dogbox, H-Sync and Sequential. So Dogbox is just a type of manual shifting method that you don't need to use a clutch with. If you sync the revs, then you can engage a shift. That's a Dogbox transmission. It's a racing transmission basically. Road car transmission is your regular one where you push in that clutch and then you can shift. So with sequential mode, it still goes side to side, but I'm just going to show you this. I can't actually push any further than that. So that is sequential mode. And if I show you the bottom here, and this gives you an idea how it locks it out essentially by it's no longer going any further than that point there. So if I change it to either Dogbox or H-Sync, so just show you that on that one, Dogbox, I can now push through the shifts. Let's go back to sequential, and you can just see the same thing as before. I can no longer shift it any further than that. It is a very chunky device, guys, weighing 2.1 kilograms. So I put it on some scales. That didn't include that. That's obviously not too heavy, but it is a nice thick mounting plate, so that's good to see. You can see those mounting holes. So you can mount it directly to that if you want to, or you simply attach this to there, and you have those mounting holes there, which is how I'll be using it. Very heavy weight. This is carbon fibre. There is some 3D printed parts as well below there, and also some 3D printed internal parts as well. That's 3D printed, but largely inside it's just lots of metal. It's a very nice, satisfying, chunky feel. There's a little bit noisy on my table, bits on my table are rattling around, so you're going to have to ignore that a little bit. When we get on the rig, we will do a proper sound test, but right now it's obviously a little bit sort of noisy with other things around here. It does have 6 gear positions, as you saw there. Now reverse, how you engage reverse is, say you're in whatever gear you're in, doesn't really matter. You pull out of that gear, go to neutral, push to the left, and then go to 6th gear. And that will register basically another button. You need to do that within a second, from that position to that, and then it will register basically reverse, or button 7, basically. So all the buttons are essentially 1 to 6, and then to hit button 7, which will be registered by your PC, you do that motion there, and it'll hit that reverse. The other thing is worth knowing as well, for sequential, that's going to be, I think, 8 and 9. So you don't need to kind of map everything. So if you're swapping between H pattern and sequential, you don't need to like remap anything. You just click on there, go to sequential, and now that will be like button 8 and 9. So that's how it works. and sequential mode, shorter throw, a nice tactile snap, and then back to manual. That's my first look at the Bash Pro shifter, guys. A very interesting piece of hardware. Comes at a cost though, this is very expensive. Go to the website, you know what I'm talking about. I did skip one element which I will cover in the review, and that is you can use a training mode for more precise timings on how the gears lock out. Now that's entirely up to you. You don't need to go that far when you use the shifter, but you can do. And that's just an extra element. Didn't want to really cover it in this overview. I don't think it's that important here, but if you want to find out more about that, go to the website, look at the setup videos, and you'll be able to, you know, go through that and see and understand, you know, what that's about. Do check out the review when it comes out. Hopefully that'll be within about a week or two from now, and I will drop a link in the description when that's live. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, happy simming, and bye bye. Simcat.